Have you ever felt like something is off with you? Like you sense more than others do? As if the world around you is asleep, and you're the only one awake? But why you? Why not them? It's not about intelligence, not about education, not about age. It's something else. An internal switch. The moment it flips, everything changes. Maybe you pressed it yourself. Or maybe it pressed itself. At first, nothing seemed unusual. The same house, the same job, family dinners, talks about the weather, bills, loans, just the usual package of reality. Until one day, something glitched. A fleeting thought crossed my mind. What if this is all a script? What if my mornings, my decisions, my conversations are just loops, repetitions? At first I tried to ignore it, but the glitch returned. I saw it in people acting like NPCs, in coincidences too precise to be random, in phrases that sounded like background narration. That's when it clicked. That switch, or virus, or bug. You can't trigger it on demand. It doesn't come from a mantra, a meditation, or a book. It's a jolt from within, a flash. Like your soul just couldn't take the lie anymore. Reality starts tearing at the seams. Suddenly you see things. You see the loops, the patterns in people, the recycled gestures, phrases, glances. You notice that your thoughts aren't truly yours. They're borrowed templates. You realize you've been living someone else's life, and you have no idea when it started. Sometimes it happens in a random moment. Waiting in line, scrolling your feed, listening to someone talk. You step back, half a step. You watch everything from the outside, not as a participant, but as a witness. And in that moment, you realize you've woken up. Everyone else hasn't. And again, it's not about logic, not about smarts. To wake up is to realize you were asleep. The real issue? Most people think their sleep is reality. They're comfortable, safe in their box. Why open a door when what's behind it is the unknown? Admitting the truth means facing the terrifying idea that everything you believed might be a program. Some don't want to lose their friends, family, jobs. Some are afraid of being alone. Some aren't ready to take responsibility. Because waking up means realizing you're now writing your own game. And that's scarier than living by someone else's rules. You can't wake them up. And you shouldn't. It's their path, their code, their script. Maybe their switch hasn't been activated. Maybe it never will. When you wake up, at first, it feels euphoric. Everything is clear. You've stepped out of the dark. You see how the system works, how people respond to triggers, to scripts. It's like reading through them. Everything becomes transparent. But then, the silence hits. And that silence is terrifying. You can't go back. You can't pretend to care about news, diplomas, rules, or fear. You can't fake conversations. You can't laugh insincerely. You can't keep friendships that lack truth. The fake begins to fall away. You walk alone, like you've stepped off the stage while others still perform. They're in the play. You're in the audience. You're no longer the hero. You're the observer. And that's your power. And your pain. You might try to return, to pretend, to forget, to fall asleep again. But you can't. Awakening isn't a moment. It's a point of no return. Like realizing a movie is just a movie. You can still watch it, feel it. But deep down, it's just a game. You start noticing the oddities, the glitches, the exact phrases said again, events repeating, wishes manifesting too precisely, time bending, the world reacting to your thoughts. And then it hits you. It's not your thoughts adapting to the world. It's the world adapting to your thoughts. That's when you become a player. But the rules are different. You now shape the game through your state, your focus, your choices. One of my subscribers messaged me. He allowed me to share his story. My name is Mikhail. I'm 48. I don't know what exactly happened to me, but a few months ago, things started to change. It began with numbers. I'd glance at the clock, 14:14. Walk past a car, license plate 1717. Another ticket, mirrored digits. Once, Coincidence? Twice? Odd. Every day? A pattern. Then I started hearing people's thoughts. I'd think, he's about to say this, and he would. I'd sense who was about to call me, and they did. I'd walk down the street and know someone would turn or move, and they did. It was like I was giving directions, and the world listened. Then it got even weirder. I'd think of something, and minutes later I'd see it in an ad, in a video, in my feed. I didn't even say it out loud, I just thought it. And that's when I realized my thoughts weren't adjusting to reality. Reality was adjusting to my thoughts. I started testing it, I played with it, words, actions, people, and everything kept happening. It was thrilling, terrifying, lonely. I told my wife. She looked at me with pity, said I needed rest, maybe even a doctor. I don't blame her. She's not in this game. I told some friends. They laughed. Some pulled away. One even said, "Misha, you've lost it." So I shut down. I became the observer. I stopped joining debates. I saw how scripted everything was. I stopped arguing because I saw they were asleep. Then one day, YouTube showed me your channel. I wasn't even searching, just thinking, does anyone else see this? And then, boom, your video, then another, and another. I read the comments, and I shook inside. I'm not alone. There are more of us than we think. We've just been silent. I don't know how to live next to people who can't see, who deny what's right in front of them. But I know this. I'm not crazy. I've just started seeing the code. I've just woken up. And if you feel the same, know this. You're not alone. Thank you for being a beacon. This channel is a lighthouse. You see, we were told from childhood, thoughts become reality. We heard it in books, movies, from psychologists and spiritual teachers, but few ever truly understood it. I remember watching The Secret for the first time. Back then I thought I got it, but I didn't. Not like I do now. Now I know. Thoughts are everything. We are our thoughts. Reality is the projection of our mind. And the more of us who realize that, the brighter, the more magical this game becomes. You're part of this. Every comment, every like, every subscription, it's energy. It's proof that you're awake. Thank you for seeing. Thank you for being here.